Hey guys, I'm mrs.brain.thang, and there has been a lot that has been going on since my last video. That was what, like 3 months ago when I looked at it? I had to watch my old video, the video before this. I had to watch that back just so I could remember. But before we get to everything, if you're not already following me on Facebook and Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Instagram because a lot of times I'll post on there before I post a video here on YouTube, and you'll be missing out. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and like the video. And if you don't, mm, okay. So I'm going to try my best to backtrack everything that's happened since the last video. So, the last video was in February. Yeah, I think it was February. It was. And so, yeah, I think it was February. Anyway, uh, I had gotten sick in March. Yeah, it was February. So after my video in March, the beginning of March, I had got really sick. So I took some time off of work. I mean, I was really sick. So took some time off and did all that. And by the time halfway through, maybe a week of being sick, the whole world basically shut down. And assuming that you live on Earth, you already know that we're in the middle of a pandemic. And so at that point, maybe about a week or it was at that point, I think it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks into being sick, my school shut down and everything shut down. And so maybe another 2 weeks of being sick. So I was, like I said, I was sick really bad for probably about 4 weeks. It had to have been 4 weeks. So I was sick, and I had to go ahead and, no, I didn't cancel it. I'm thinking of that surgery I was supposed to have in April. I didn't wind up canceling it. I'd gotten better before the surgery, thankfully. I was trying to, that was my goal, to not have to cancel that surgery. It was a minor surgery, it's a 1-day surgery, but I didn't want to cancel it because once that whole pandemic thing happened, I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to have time to do this surgery. But yeah, so by the time it got close to the surgery in April, I've gotten better. But the day before my surgery, we were issued a shelter in place. So my surgery was canceled the night before the surgery. When they're supposed to call me, tell me what time I'm going to be at the hospital, they called to say the shelter in place wasn't enforced, so I couldn't do it. And so right now, I don't even have another date. They didn't even reschedule me for that yet. And we're past the shelter in place. That was in April. Yeah, so the whole month of April, we were under that shelter in place. And so while I was sick, of course, my head was killing me. It was really bad. So, and that didn't make anything better. So I was taking some pain medicines, trying to, help myself out a little bit. And by the time I got feeling better, once we hit that shelter in place, I was still having to take some pain medicine because my head was still not where it needed to be. So, and then maybe another week of that, I was feeling fine in my head and all that stuff. So I'm not even going to try and comment on this pandemic thing. You guys heard enough of it. If you turn on the TV right now, they're talking about it. What I'm going to say is this. Stay on your pain medicine. If you're on pain medicine, if you just had a surgery, stay on that pain medicine, please. Stay on that pain medicine and stay in the house. If you're anything under 3 months, you probably need to go ahead and stay home. I'm pretty sure your doctor already told you that. And I said that on Instagram. It was the first, I think I was sick that week. No. It had to have been almost close to the shelter in place in the beginning of April. Because I've had gotten a lot of messages in between my last video to April to beginning of April or late March. But I was sick in March. So I didn't really say too much about it. But I was really sick. So I've gotten messages, but then I wasn't really on top of them. And so once I got back to looking at the messages, I saw people were asking me about what my views were on that pandemic. So by the time I saw it, I just, look, stay home. stay home if you're fresh out of surgery, you know. And if you're not fresh out of surgery, if you're somebody like me, I still try to stay home as much as possible. And I never really been someone to be out like that. But even now, if I'm out, I wear a mask. I'm smart. Wash your hands, please. And take your vitamin C. Take everything you need to take. Take care of yourself. Take your vitamins. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. So, yeah. Let's see. So now that happened. And then a little bit after that, uh, was it April? Yeah, end of April, I went ahead and I had a tele appointment with my doctor. Just a regular follow up or whatever, being that I was sick all that time. And so here's my doctor, and I'm not good. I can't say her name because uh, I'm sorry. I'm messing with a war bot. I'm trying to pick up a paper that have notes. I'm trying to keep up with all the things I'm supposed to be updating you guys on. So if I look a little distracted and crazy in this video, you guys know by now. By now, you guys are already used to me. But yeah, so I spoke to her on the tele video, and she was on my case again about seeing a doctor. And I didn't even tell her that I was my head been hurting while I was sick, because I was sick. So it wasn't, to me, it wasn't even a big deal. It wasn't worth mentioning to her, but it was worth her mentioning to me that I need to be on top of seeing a doctor. And so I told her that I was, you know, in the works of trying to find a neurologist that I like. And so she said she's taking some time to think about it. And she thinks I need to be going to Emory to see, I wrote this down because I would forget. She wants me to see an endovascular neurosurgeon. So it's her opinion that I need to either go back and see Dr. Gregorian or the see a endovascular neurosurgeon up in Atlanta. And so she, and I like her as a doctor, but she just feels that uh, I shouldn't just go without a doctor with the Chiari malformation. And so I guess with everything that's been going on, honestly, that has kind of been at the bottom of my list of things to worry about, but it's on the top of her list of things I need to worry about. I figure I'm almost 2 years post-op, and so I'm like, I'm doing fine as far as I'm concerned, and any pain that I'm having, I pretty much have an excuse for why I'm having that pain. And so what she's telling me, and the same thing that my other veteran brain things has been telling me, and I told you guys, that you need to keep seeing a doctor. And she told me you can't just go without seeing a doctor. Like, you get the surgery and you think you're one and done and you're through. You need to be following up with someone. You need to be getting your MRIs. You need to see someone every so often. So I told her, I said, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. And she said, well, I'm just going to give you time to think about it, because I know you're not ready to really jump. So I'm going to give you time to think about it. And when you're ready, I could write you a referral. So I did that. So I'm not scheduled to see my regular doctor yet, because they had me scheduled for a follow-up, but I went ahead and canceled it because I had something else to do. But next time I see her, I'm going to go ahead and just have her make the appointment up there. Because being that every school shut down and I have nothing right now but time, I think I need to go ahead and do that. And I'm supposed to be seeing my ophthalmologist to check on my optic nerves and all that. But I'm scheduled all the way in July because this whole pandemic thing. So that's going to be a little bit before I update you on that. So, I think right now I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay as far as pain. Like I said, I get pain kind of like when I'm doing something that I'm probably not supposed to be doing, like picking up something heavy or, being outside in the heat for too long. So I feel like my pain is kind of normal at this point. If I'm not sleeping too good, sometimes I get the pain, but with everything that's going on, who's really resting that much? But one thing, I'm going back to the pandemic thing, and that's not even a topic I even want to stay on. But the good thing that's came out of it is that we've got nothing but time, And I've been telling people, just do everything that you say you wanted to do, but you didn't have time to do. So that once I got through it being sick, that much it's benefited me in that way. I had time to do all my schoolwork. I had time to play with my son more and clean things around the house that I didn't have time to do before, like closets. So the good thing is this gives us time to reflect and do all the things that we said we wanted to do that we didn't have time to do before. And so I also had braids in. I did some braids. They were blue. And I just took them out. I got my relaxer. I'm gonna go ahead and put more braids in just because I'm lazy. And yeah, just and being that I had time, I like messing around with color braids. So I haven't decided on the color I want to do, but I'm going to definitely put some braids in the next week or so. Listen, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, any of that, you'll be seeing all my shenanigans. But yeah, I'm not decided on it. I just don't like doing my hair all the time. And now that I got time, I like to save time. So I put the braids in, I can leave it in for a little bit before I have to think about it again. So I think my next update video will probably be, who knows, in another 3 months, who knows where we'll be at. Once I have my appointment with her and I see another doctor up there, I think I'll update you guys. I said my eye doctor appointment's not scheduled till July, so I have to wait on that. I'm about to close out this video and forgot to mention that this month, matter of fact, Sunday, today's Tuesday, Sunday is going to be my 2-year craniectomy anniversary. So, being that I like to try and do something, a little something, to celebrate. So, being that I can't do that much this time, I did schedule something. I am excited about it, but I'm not going to tell you guys. You're going to have to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Because I think I'm going to try and get a picture. I think. We'll see. So, I just like during, the anniversary of the surgery, just to be happy to be here. And I think that's one of the things that the pandemic also shows us, is just to be happy to be here. Just to be happy for the simple things. Because since everything closed down, all the distractions are gone. All the going to the movies, going out to eat and doing all that stuff, all that is gone. So I'm going to be happy for the little thing, just being here. And anybody who's gone through a surgery like that, just the fact that you made it through the surgery is a miracle in itself. So I did schedule something special for myself. It's not a big old deal. I just, something just to celebrate. I don't have any major plans. I'm not going out, even though the restaurants and stuff is open. I'm not going to any restaurants right now. I'm not going to the movies. I'm not doing none of that. Like I said, I only go out when I really have to, when I have to get something. I don't mind picking up a milkshake, but I'm not sitting down anywhere. I'm not doing none of that, because I'm not doing none of that. So, like I said, I have something small planned. It's not a big deal. And if you follow me, I'm going to try and take a picture. And I think that's all I have going on. So, like I said, on that day, today, what is today's date? Today is the 26th. And I had the surgery May 31st of 2018. So, on Sunday, I'm going to try to take some pictures and post that on Facebook and Instagram. So, until next time, you guys know how to reach me. If you need anything, go ahead and you can message me, you can email. Most of you guys message me. And then I have you guys that have my phone number who text me. So go ahead and do that if you need me. I'm Mrs. Brain Thang, and I'll see you guys next time.